advanced and add some audio into your segment. And this brief tutorial will show you how to do that. One of the things you need to know is, again, just make sure you've got the rights to upload things. And so there's a website that I use, artlist.io, ARTLIST, no dash, .io. And this is a song that I've used if you had any of the, went to any of the Let's Talk videos, so you'll see that in there. So I'm going to do is just click and drag this down into, there's a music track lower, a separate track down there. And so I'm going to drag it down in there. And now I'm going to just hit play. Good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Mark here, and I'm so excited to have you with us. Okay, so you can hear that it's playing pretty well, but you can't hear my voice. And so how you fix that is once you move your mouse, you can see the line right here, and you see how my mouse turns from an arrow into two arrows up and down. And you can click, and you can see that that's at 100%. So you can drag it up and down that way, or if you select the file and it turns the outside outline to yellow, up on the top you can see that the little speaker here has been selected. You click that and it brings up a sub menu, and you can then again either adjust the volume this way or click the lower volume of other clips. And you wouldn't actually do that here. You would do it on this one, and you would say lower the volume of the other clips. I don't prefer to use that method simply because it doesn't give you as much control. And so I'm going to lower it down, and I'm going to back it up and hit play. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Mark here, and I'm so excited to have you with us here today. It's Easter Sunday. Can you believe it? Now, I am so glad that... So I'm going to take and lower it down just a little bit more, bring it down to about maybe 15%. 18, 19, somewhere in that ballpark, and hit play one more time. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Mark here, and I'm so excited to have you with us. Once I get that set to where I want it to, I'm going to have to fade it out, because at the end of this is going to come worship. And so in order to do that, it's going to be done for sure by here. So I'm going to simply select so the yellow outline is there. Click that one, and I'm going to hit Command and the letter B, which creates a trim point. Now I'm going to select this one and simply delete it. So it's all out of the way, and you can see that it just cut the item there. Now, because I want it to fade out and not just end, if we listen to it. Ready? Here we go. Okay, it does fade out a little bit, but if I wanted to control a little bit more of that, I would simply move my mouse so that I get those two arrows and hit the Option button and click. And then I would move it over here, do the same thing, Option and click. Because if I select in the middle here, you see how that's raised up, and it's going to actually lower and raise the whole thing. So I don't want to do that. Instead, I want to grab this piece, and I'm going to drag it all the way down to 0. And I'm also going to drag it all the way to the right, so that way it ends when I want it to. Would you give God your very best? Are you ready? Here we go. So you can see then how you can change it. Also, if there's a part of your video that gets a little bit strong, you can again hit your Option button to put a point in there, add a secondary point, and then this area here is where we're going to be increasing, so hit a third point and then a fourth point. You have to have a total of 4 if you're going to do something in the middle, and then click the area that you want to adjust, and as you do that, you can see that just that part is going up or going down. And then what happens is you get this. Wherever you are in the world today, we're going to learn. Or if you wanted to move it up, you go this way. Where you are in the world today, we're going. So you can see how it gives you a little bit more control over all of those pieces. And I'm simply hitting my Command Z to undo all of those steps. And I'm going to bring this back to where it just cut, because actually that fade was pretty good. God, your very best. Are you ready? Here we go. And then it would go right into worship. So there is how you can add an audio track just to change it. So let's see how it changes the different. I'm going to delete this to listen to it. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Mark here, and I'm so excited to have you with us here today. It's Easter Sunday. Can you believe it now? All right, now if I put that back, it turns into this. Well, good morning, everybody. It's Pastor Mark here, and I'm so excited to have you with us here today. It's Easter Sunday. Can you believe it? Now, I am so glad that you are watching online wherever you are in the world. Today, we're going to... So you can see how adding audio just brightens things up, and it's really pretty simple. Hope this tutorial was helpful for you.